Hi.
Oh, you're in the sun like a flower blooming.
Sun is in my eyes. Oh, hi guys.
Hello,
Welcome.
Fatima. Hello, hello.
Joseph. How is it?
Hello,
How
Jennifer.
is your week? I can't believe it's only Tuesday. I'm so worn out. It's like the weekend, you know.
Um,
Hi,
I
Kim.
don't know if everybody has Labor Day. I know the United States has Labor Day. Do you guys everywhere in the world have Labor Day? So it was Labor Day in Canada and the United States yesterday. Did you have Labor Day in Spain?
Well, they have festive day off. No, there's no. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. No, I don't.
Anyway, the Monday off kind of threw me for today. So yeah, it's anyway, it just messed me up a little bit. Hello, Kim.
Hi, Kim. I think every country has Labor Day, but it may be during
Different time.
different times. So.
Hello, Sylvia, Renee,
Hello,
Shirley,
Ben. Hey, Danique.
Annette, Danique.
Hello, hello. How are you doing, guys? Do you feel like you need a weekend? Like you want to skip to the weekend? I feel like I want to skip to the weekend.
Hi, Sandra.
So today we are
not in South Africa. There's no Labor Day, but we must have it on another day. Hi, Gwen, Fatima, Brazil.
Hello, hello. Yeah, let us know where you guys are watching from. What time is it? How are you feeling today?
Tell us everything.
Tell us everything.
We want to know everything.
I like your shirt. What's that? Is that sequin around?
No, it's just a print of flowers. It's I have some sweatshirts that are like so old. My husband teases me all the time, like the collar's all messed up. You know, I go nowhere and see no one. I don't care. And so he's like, you need some new clothes. So I got this shirt here.
It's nice. I like it.
Thank you.
Hey, Rachel. All right, so today we are I'm going to be doing some Halloween cookies, and Mar is going to do, what are you doing?
Not in the Netherlands. I'm doing a flip. I'm doing a flip.
I hear you, Kim. I don't really have weekends. That's why I was like, the weekend happened. I don't know that it was a weekend, but yeah, I still kind of try to look forward to Saturday.
Well, it's the funny thing because we obviously work for ourselves, right? And so when you work for yourself, you literally don't ever stop working.
Yes. But on the weekend, I try to go for a run. That's what I do. I try to take the morning off. I get up very early and I go for a run.
Hi, Camille. Yes, comfy is the most important.
Exactly. All that matters.
The most important. So did you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I think I want you to go first. I just literally baked the cookies. I think they are still, I nearly burned them. I was like, washing the dishes and I nearly burned them, but they are very nicely caramelized. Let's just say that.
Perfect. Hello, Sandra. Okay, so like I said, I'm a little bit ill prepared because of yesterday. I did have a little bit of just the holidays are crazy for us, but it's a new video nonetheless. I posted the fast version on Facebook and people were digging it. So here it is. This is when I say a flip. A flip is when you're using a shape in multiple ways. So the cutter is right here. It's just a little pickup truck with nothing. And so I use my Sweet Sugar Belle. I don't know if you guys know who those cutters. Sweet Sugar Belle came out with 2 mini sets and all kinds of different shapes in there. And so I took the mini tree and the mini pumpkin and I did a Franken cookie. And I grouped them together. And if you want to know what a Franken cookie is, I do have a little video in my reels on Instagram, and I explain Franken cookies and puzzle cookies and all that. I started a little series on Instagram explaining all kinds of different, just cookie jargon, you know, the stuff that you'll maybe hear us sometimes say. I also have a new TikTok if you want to look for me. My handle's always Montreal Confection. So here you can see the trucks, and this is actually on coffee. I did list this on coffee, the royal icing transfers you'll see me using. And so you can see I've got some really basic guidelines on the truck with the little tree there. So you guys can pop your questions in, no problem. So the first thing that I did for this truck, first thing you want to do is rest your cutter on your transfer sheet when you print it to make sure that they're good size. Once you've confirmed they're the good size and they print it at the good dimension, then you can do your royal icing transfers. You can make your truck any color you want. The Christmas version, it's nice, you know, red. And so I just quickly did. Now, I tried to Google it. What would this part of the truck be called? I have no idea what this part of it. It's a tire or something. Do you know?
You mean the red part?
Well, the thing that's over the tire.
Well, that's the, okay.
Yeah, exactly my point. What is that part?
Okay, thing over the tire.
Show it again. So we want to have volume and dimension on this. It's, if you look at the vintage trucks, that particular part of the truck is very round and bubbled, you know? So you want to have an icing that's a little bit on the thicker side that's going to hold that volume, because if your icing is very runny, it tends to dry very flat.
Fender.
A wheel well, a fender.
Yes.
So everybody's in agreement it's a fender. I'm not so truck savvy. So thank you very much. And the next here, let's go to the next. So then once I had those, I could let them dry. And, you know, you make those in advance and just set them aside. So here's my actual cookie, and I'm just, you know, adding a small little layer of white for the windows here. I wanted the windows to look a little bit inset in the truck there. And so I'm just covering the little guideline, but you can see the icing is translucent, so you can see it, no problem. And then once the white had had time to dry, I'm just with black icing outlining what I want to be silver. So my silver is very opaque, and I didn't want to have to mix a ton of colors. So the black is going to serve double duty. It's going to be the wheels as well. So this, oh, how did that go back to that? Let's go back to my truck. All right, so once I had all my silver parts on, I'm airbrushing the silver, and I poured my silver in my gun there, and I'm just painting all that. And what happens on the white area, it just looks kind of like shiny. It doesn't really make the white very silver. It just kind of makes it look like shiny, like kind of like glass. And the best way to get your metallics on is when there's nothing else on the cookie. That way you don't have to worry about being very precise. I could just go quickly and shoot everywhere. And then with that same icing now, I can come in and add my tires. And it's super fast. You can see I'm not mixed, you know, I don't have to a lot of steps. And now I'm not waiting after I did the tire. I'm doing immediately the back of the truck again, the truck parts, the box, I guess. And I dropped
it's funny.
And I dropped my royal icing transfer in there while it's wet. And oh, now I know why this is there. So here, let's
just have to type in truck anatomy or something.
I did. You know, and I don't remember this stuff. But so what happened here is it this video? No, it's this video.
Truck bed. So it's a, let's call it a truck bed. Is the back part.
Yeah. So you see my little silicone cup. I love that little silicone cup to pour my airbrush in.
I just got some. I can't believe it. I just got some. Got some silicone, little silicone cups.
So surely you can. The thing about the why I'm airbrushing is because I don't have to wait for it to dry. So if you're painting with a paintbrush, you have to wait for that black to dry. And so me, it's practically like fresh there. Boom, I can paint it. And so you're not touching the surface of the icing when you airbrush, and that's why I'm doing that. And you see, then it's like basically just crusted, and I'm able to come in and add the tire. And the wheel, what I'm trying to show you guys now, is the wheel doesn't have to be perfectly round, because that fender thing is going to hide the seam between the tire and the truck bed. Look at us. We're almost mid-size.
I'm cracking up. This is funny. Box is acceptable versus bed. Yes, it's a box as well.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Kat. She's getting us ready for the next part of the truck. The front part, yes, the cab.
So now we've got two. So it's a fender. We have the, what was it? Truck bed. What was it called? The bed, truck bed. And what else do we have? So we have.
And now the front part, oh, it's this video here. So the front part, same thing. Now you can wait for the box to kind of crust a little bit if you want to have that seam between the two areas. If you don't care, you can do it all. But, and this is the part, some people struggle making circles, but because of the fender, like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be perfectly round. The tire gets hidden partially because of the fender, and it makes it look more round. Now, this is the red version. It's exactly the same thing for the fall pumpkin version. The only difference is I add the pumpkin as the first step if you're doing the pumpkin, because I wanted the pumpkin to look like it was inside the box. For the tree, I wanted it to kind of look like it was hanging out a little bit of the box. So that's the difference. I'm piping the tree a little bit on top of the truck.
So the fender is the silver part. We have it wrong. The fender is the silver part.
Is it the silver part? I thought it was a bumper.
Debbie says the fender is the silver part. So,
okay.
So then.
So that's a wheel well?
So that's a wheel well. That would make sense. Wheel well. That's one cool wheel well you made.
So you see, when I add the wheel well over the tire, I know that part. I know windshield. I know steering wheel. I know. So you can see how it kind of like, and now for the tree, you see how I'm piping with the star tip there? I'm kind of going a little bit over the truck. So you kind of like, it looks like the truck is kind of hanging over the side a little bit. And because of that star tip, you get all that nice texture, and it's very dimensional. Is this a simple cookie? Is this complicated? In my mind, this is somewhat.
Oh, you have it wrong. So it's no, the silver part is the running board. Okay, now you're getting me lost. Running board. So running board, fender, truck bed.
And then I add the cookie has to be completely dry before you do this snow thing. The sanding sugar needs a completely dry surface before you can start sprinkling with sanding sugar, or else it's going to stick everywhere. The red here, let me look at your questions. So here, Kat's a pro. So there, you guys are getting up on your truck jargon on top of the cookie jargon. That red, yes, I made the red the day before, and I used the AmeriColor powder. So if you go on their actual website, AmeriColor, they have a line of powdered food color, and the red is really nice. A running board. Okay, Kat.
It almost reminds me of like a motherboard, you know, like I'm dealing with some computer issues now, so all in my head is the motherboard and RAM and all that.
Wheel arch.
Wheel arch.
Gas means go. That is correct. I don't drive a stick shift. It's too complicated.
Hey, Joanne, thanks for joining us.
The tire, over the tire is the fender. Kat's saying fender.
Over the tire, the red part, the transfers, it's the fender. The silver, it's the running board. The back of the truck is the track bed. Well, it's kind of funny. We got a lot more. I mean, it's, that's.
Hi, Joanne. Well, you can watch it on the replay.
Oh, I see. So the running board is like the step.
Yeah, well, usually these trucks are very, like, high, you know?
Yes, it's like to get into it, you need a ladder. Yes, you too. Yes, I love the cookie. Isn't it cute?
So
I also love your thumbnail, Jenny. That's a cool thumbnail, your picture. Really nice.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Bouncing up.
Bouncing up somewhere. Looks
So
fun.
you see here the versatility of the design. So fun thing is the royal icing transfers. Once piped on the parchment paper, well, you can airbrush them if you want to add shading to them, and you don't have to worry about them if you're not that good, if you're a beginner with the airbrushing. And if you want, you can add like spots, make it look older, rust type things. It's just cute. And what I like about it, like I showed you guys too, the picture, is that you can put anything in the box because it's a Franken cookie. So here I got the regular truck because people are selling the cutters with the tree or with the pumpkin. But I could put an Easter egg back there. I could put I could put
what you could put there? A skull.
put a skull. I could put a bunch of carrots. He has a big load of carrots for Easter, and have maybe a bunny driving. I mean, you could do anything you want. So this particular cutter, I did put the link in the coffee listing for the template.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the bunny's driving and his ears are flowing.
Yeah. If you want to buy the template, in the description, though, the link to the cookie cutter is in there. You just have to go to the description box in the coffee shop, and you'll find the link.
So Shirley's asking roughly how large is this cookie in length?
You can see my hand is there holding underneath there. It's maybe, I want to say 4 inches long. It's not a big cookie, And those little cookies, the little minis in the box there, those are like 1.5 inches. They're not big. They're not big cookies.
Cute.
So,
I don't know if I have a truck like this. This is cute.
And also another thing you could do if you wanted, well, you could make that the fender as another cookie and actually make a 3D cookie. Because if you were to stand it up and have the fender and the wheel as a separate cookie sticking out, well, you could have a little 3D situation going. Pinata truck.
That would be cute.
Yeah, it could be cute. Play with the concept. So yeah, anything you want in the back truck. You could add rust to it. You could do whatever. You could do a version for that Disney character.
You could add lights on the truck bed.
Little wreath, whatever you want.
Maybe beat it up so it's like a very beat it up truck. Or maybe you could do, the flames, airbrush the flames, have it a bit,
Go for it, Joseph. You've been watching. I don't know if you've tried. You found us. You're going to have to jump into it.
Yes. Yes, we do take suggestions and idea, for example, today, I'm going to come clean. I had no idea what to make today.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah. What do you...
What do you pop a ghost in a truck? Yes, that would be really cute.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes
Kim here, she's saying,
Kim, let us know what kind of ideas you
tell
have.
us. We want to know.
Tell us. Yes, that sounds fun.
Very cute. Yeah, these types of cookies are infinite. You could put a little company thing, if you have the small marker, the really fine marker, you could write like a little company name on the door. Oh, a John Deere tractor. Yeah, that'd be cute.
I did that a while ago, but not like that. It was, I think, a small tractor. That would be fun to redo that.
Because, honestly, the John Deere stuff is very popular with.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Even I think some ladies enjoy that type of stuff too. It's not, just.
I like to do the lawn.
Yeah. Well, certainly more fun to do the lawn on a tractor than push mower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a masquerade.
That's nice, masquerade masks. That's a good idea. Oh. Sports, volleyball, football, soccer. Yeah. I did those. I could do those again because I did that when I did those, the live, I had a.
But I think she means like a spin, like a fall spin.
Fall spin. Well, okay. A fall sports cookies. Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Could do like a wreath with different balls in it. Like a wreath platter or something.
Could do. I'm thinking Christmas tree with sports.
So I'm relatively done, but I'll just quickly show my kits. These are my cookie kits that I just launched there. There's quite a few. I was busy.
Yes. So these are all available at Global Belly. I don't know if they are still running the sale for the Labor Day, but I think they usually run the orders of within the US over $40 are free. But I would make sure to
yeah, I'd have to check again.
And then to purchase, have to. Do we have a link? It's Global Belly. I would just type. I would just type Global Belly Montreal Confections. Correct?
Yeah. And if you go, there's a search bar there.
Yes.
There's a search bar on their
So
site.
what I'm going to be doing today, because I was going a little blank, so I wanted to do really simple hello, and these are really simple. I know you guys, we have a different opinion about simple, but these are really simple, I promise. And these are also available in my coffee shop, and I'm just trying to find
there's the Global Belly site.
This is the picture. So I did the teeth a couple of weeks ago. We're just gonna today do the Cauldron, the candy corn, the ghost, or well, this is more of a ghost, and then I also have a jack-o'-lantern one prepared. So hopefully I can do all of them. And these are available in the Global Belly store, my Global Belly store. Now I'm gonna do a little.
You're doing the camera dance?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's literally a dance now. All right. So, oops. Sorry. I need to do this.
Did you ever do this? Shanna just posted that. Did you ever do that? Is that ringing a bell to me?
Comedy and tragedy masks. I don't know if I did it or I wanted. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go through the comments after the live to see all the.
Gwen wrote me last week asking me about a cookie. I'm like, I never made that cookie yet. You're thinking about somebody else. And then she says, oh, this. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I did make that. It's like we made so many cookies. It's like can't even remember what we've done.
All right, so this is the cutter that I'm gonna be using, and it's a very.
Is that the one you did the apples with?
Yes, exactly. Oh, I couldn't remember where I used it for. Yes, I forgot. I have the apples. Yes. So this is it's a cupcake classic, I would say. It's a cupcake classic, and it's great for all kinds of things. You can turn it upside down, do Santa. You could do different things with it. Today we're going to focus on a cupcake shape and do some cupcakes. So it's, like I said, I'm gonna try to show you 3 or 4. And let's start with the candy corns. So to decorate the candy corn bottom, I'm going to do purple. And I know this is a popular question. How do you get the purple? Purple is such a popular Halloween color. What is your favorite Halloween? What are your colors? Like, what do you associate with Halloween, guys? What are the, let's say, 3 colors you associate with Halloween that you couldn't like go without them? Like for me, it's the orange, purple, orange, purple, and I guess, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like the electric green or maybe yellow, I don't know.
The classics.
Oh, classics. Orange, black, purple. So to get the purple, today I used actually, this is Regal purple from Emery Color brand, okay? It's a straight from a bottle purple. I didn't feel like mixing anything else, but if you don't have this, you can also use, what you can use is what I have done for many years. It's electric pink. I love electric pink. And sky blue or electric blue. And you just mix those until you're happy with your color. Otherwise, it's really hard to find nice purple straight from a bottle. Do you have one that you really like?
I have to agree with you. I mean, usually if I'm working straight from the bottle, I have to add like a touch of pink because it's like, it's more grayish. It gives it like a dingy look, you know? So everybody's in agreement with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
that's good.
wet. So I'm going to be using, and this is also included, not this amount, obviously. These sprinkles are also included in the kit.
They're only, what is that, $10 for that little bottle?
This is $8. Actually, this was from a cake or supply store, so it was $6. But it's quite, it's expensive, and you don't use all of it, obviously. So to apply this on a cookie, what I found out works best, instead of dumping it on, because they kind of stick together. It's not like a regular sprinkle. These are more like wafer paper kind of a thing. So this, I'm gonna like, it's a bit finicky, so I just take them one by one.
No, you have no choice.
Yeah, so I just do that. So what you can do, you can place some of them on your work surface, and then just, if you add a little bit of, let's say you can pick it up. So what you do, you kind of dip your tip in icing a little bit, and that's going to create a kind of like a glue action there. So it's going to stick to it, and then you can easily pick it up. I don't know if you can see how I'm picking it up over here. See how easy it is to pick it up, and then you place it on there. And sometimes there are two or more sticking together. So yeah, so I'm just doing this. And then we have to, I'm going to set this aside, and I'll start.
The needle is really the easiest way. The needle? Oh, I'm reverbing. I just heard like weirdness.
Needle?
Is the easiest way to place those particular.
Oh, yes, you can really like place them where you want them. Like this would be great. Like if you're doing even eyes, this would be really cute. They have silver ones to add them if you're making eyes. So I'm gonna now set this aside. I have a fan running here close by, so I'm gonna just set it aside there so it crusts, and I'm gonna start working on the other one.
So I have not, Kim, but I did try the Americolor, and I did like them, the powders.
And then again, I'm putting it back like it sticks to it. You just have to, like, I'm pressing it down a little bit. I don't have anything on my scribe there. Oops.
I wonder how they make them. I wonder if
but I don't want to waste any of it.
Yes.
It's edible glitter gold stars. And this is, it's interesting because Wilton also makes the same product.
Well, what's great about these particular stars is they're nice to bite in. So many of the sprinkles are not pleasant.
Yes, I do agree. So now I'm going to do a wet on wet design. So I have to cut my piping bags first. So the stars are, Kim, you can find these at Michael's, Wilton. They have them in smaller jars. They actually sell them, I think, in little containers like this, Wilton. This is a larger one. It's a different packaging, different company, but it's the same. I believe it looks like the same product. The size is the same. Michael's, I think they have them maybe for $4.99 or something like that.
And you can use the coupon.
Yes. So this is a CK product, but also you can find it at Michael's. Wilton carries the same product, and they come in, I believe, 2 colors, and then they have a similar product, and it's a heart shape, which I also have. Those are really cute, pink and I think silver. So now I'm gonna have to cut few bags because I'm gonna be doing wet on wet. Okay, so this is my tipless bag, and as always, this is the way I like to cut it. Find a seam, press it in the middle, and then cut straight. Now, I just bagged these like right before the live, so hopefully I won't have a lot of.
They haven't separated yet.
Hopefully they didn't have a chance. So I also need some green, and all of these are about 15-second consistency. And I also need yellow.
So are you guys planning on making Halloween cookies this year? Is everybody
Of course you are, because you have such a great we have such a great selection. You have Halloween cookies in the Global Belly Shop. I have Halloween cookies in Global Belly Shop, and we are looking forward to seeing your pictures of your finished cookies.
Absolutely.
But sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Well, no, I was just asking them what they're going to, if they've got big plans, because I know, and sometimes we have big plans, but it doesn't work out necessarily. But
Well, I already started working on my Halloween cookies. I just released on my for my patrons for the second tier. I released a new tutorial of, if I may say myself, really cool gingerbread house. It's a spooky, like skull gingerbread with lots of skulls. There is a fun blood well. I don't know who suggested that. I think I don't know. I may be wrong. Maybe Karen or Debbie. I can't remember exactly, but it was during one of the lives. Somebody suggested that
That is quite gross. Shirley's making Halloween cookies. Cynthia wants to try a haunted house and a Frankenstein.
So I'm going to try to do large dots instead of small dots. And I'm just going to use a variety of Halloween colors here. I'm not really, there is no particular placing of these. I'm just randomly placing them where I feel them fit. It doesn't have to be, in order or anything like that. That's what makes this project really, really easy.
Well, you can start by drawing, Paula. Sketch them out, and I find that the sketching that can get you excited about your project.
So I'm gonna again put this in front of the fan. I'm gonna start on my third cookie, and this is going to be, I think this is my favorite of all the designs because it's a little different. It's a cauldron. But again, we have to do the bottom. I'm doing the bottom first, and I'm using orange. Hey, Ems.
Thank you, Sandy. Hello, Amber.
So my opening is quite small. So to make the orange, now if you're in a pinch, yes, you can use red and yellow. But for whatever reason, I always find that the orange from the bottle comes out so much nicer than when I do red and yellow. So get your orange colors now. They even sell orange neon colors for Halloween. It's fantastic because you get this nice, vibrant orange color. And you can see a little caramelization on the edges of my cookie. That's where, I forgot that they were in the oven. I was doing the dishes.
Yeah, it happens.
But this would be actually fine. I actually do like them a little caramelized like this. It's so tasty.
Just an FYI, I'm going to put it here in the comments actually, but Chef Master has a color mixing wheel. And so if that's interesting to any of you that struggle maybe with the, what colors make what color type thing, you can go check it out. I just put it in all the comments section there. You can see it, Chef Master color mixing chart.
So in front of the fan. And then the last one we are going to do, let's see what color this is going to be. I think it's supposed to be green, yes.
So is this? Is it the...
Yes, we are doing, so the orange one, it's the cauldron one. I'm gonna do the top in a minute. It's crust. You really, I don't think you can do it without crusting, but I think it looks much better when it's crusted. And then the fourth one, I don't think it's in this picture, but it was just loaded up. That's the jack-o'-lantern that I'm doing as well.
Okay.
And that was the polka dot one. So now I'm doing, I'm going to do, this is the green one that I'm using. Oops, let me take this off so you can see. All right, so this is basically the same thing. We're just going to outline and flood the bottom with green. And okay, another small opening, so I have to make it a little bigger.
Sorry to hear that, Kim. I don't know what's causing you stress. Try to relax.
Nature is really wonderful. If you can get out into go for a walk, maybe park, or to get your mind thinking about something else. It's hard though, right?
For sure. Luima. Hello, Luima. Yes, the dogs. How many cookies did the dogs get to eat? Huh?
Oh, really? The dogs? What does that mean? They ate the cookies?
Well, no, she's saying they were no good, so they gave them to the dogs. I think.
Oh, the dogs like them?
I mean, if they're anything like my dog, the dog would eat trash. I mean, like dogs. Some dogs are finicky, but I've never owned a finicky dog. I mean, they just eat whatever.
All right, so the purple one is crusted. It looks like it's crusted. So I'm just gonna pick it up. You can see it's still shiny, but the way you can tell that it's crusted, I'm just gonna do a little damage here because I'm gonna hide it. So I'm gonna use my scribe tool, and you see, I don't know if you can see or not, but I just poked it a little. You see?
Oh, it has a little.
Oh, it's crusted. It's not dry, but it's crusted over, so I can start working on the top. Okay. And the top is going to be decorated in 3 sections, basically. Now you can do this without drawing on, but if you're struggling, you can take a edible marker and just make the, what are these called?
Swirls?
Yeah, I guess the cupcake swirl. Is that the anatomy of the, what is it?
We're going to start the anatomy of a cupcake as the
Now we're going back to my troubled candy corn color order. So I always have a hard time.
Oh, you're doing the candy corn order, yes.
Yes. Why is this? Oh, it's just my.
Paula's saying that she has to lock the dogs up when she's making cookies, that they love them so much. You know what my goofy dog loves? Tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Yeah, the garden, she walks around the garden to see if there's tomatoes that fell off the plant. And the other day I had gone out and picked my cherry tomatoes, put them on the table, and then went off to do something. Well, she climbed up on the table and ate them all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. Lots of good stuff, fiber and stuff. Right?
I guess. Still annoying.
Still annoying. That's interesting. And were they red? Or does she doesn't care whether they're red or green? Or
oh no, they were red, but she wouldn't care.
She wouldn't care. So I'm gonna do white. The top is supposed to be white. So I'm going to do I'm gonna do this one, right, and then let it crust. And now we're just going to do, well, actually I prefer letting it crust and then do the orange and white. I have to say, I do prefer that way.
But you could do the white, no?
Yeah, but I do like to kind of shape it around the orange a little bit. All right, so for this one, we're just going to do, again.
This is giving me circus vibes.
Okay, that's good, I suppose.
It's a similar color palette.
Have you been to a circus?
Not in a very long time.
What
just here. Just here.
What? Just here? Well, I'm gonna bill you later then. Oh, my tools are flying all over. I'm having too much of a good time here. All right, so this one I'm just gonna go with the.
I just want to mention, I see the viewership jumped for whatever reason. Hello, welcome to the new viewers. If you guys are just arriving, you can watch on replay.
I'm doing the wrong one. I'm all messed up. This is supposed to be jack-o'-lantern. This is supposed to be orange. Sorry.
Oh, crisis averted. You see, if you make a mistake, you take your spatula and you scrape it off.
I completely forgot. I'm looking at it like, what am I doing wrong? It doesn't look right.
That's because she's talking and decorating at the same time. She can't multitask.
Of course I can multitask. How dare you? Yes, I can multitask. But yes, I was talking and like it's sometimes I get sidetracked. So this is going to be a jack-o'-lantern. So it's orange. And again, I'm doing it in segments. You don't have to do the segments at all. You can just do it in one swoop. You can outline and flood. Now my scribe, I threw it out, so thankfully I have more scribes here. Yes. These are really great to have. these metal scribes. You can get them pretty cheap.
Yeah, they're very affordable. Hen, when you film your cookie videos, just out of curiosity, do you leave your mistakes in the editing process?
Are you suggesting I make mistakes? Yeah. Well, no, no. I actually I stopped filming because it's a waste of the memory card. But what do you mean, like in the actual footage where I posted on YouTube or Facebook?
Yes.
Sometimes if it's a really like important, like if it's a really like a learning mistake kind of a thing, yeah, I will leave it. It will be fun to see all our bloopers. Like it will be really fun.
I've got not enough time in a day to find all the bloopers, but yes, usually though, when I've left my mistakes in the videos, the comments are very positive from people liking, not that they like to see us suffer, but I think they like to see that we're not.
We are just regular people.
Yes.
Yes, we do make mistakes. Oh gosh, I make so many mistakes. So this one is going to be white. This is the one. This is not crusted yet. I don't think it's heavily crusted, so it's okay. I didn't really have time to make a lot of these.
The pre-live. Sparkly Pig, which I don't think is her birth name or their birth name, liked your little snarky.
But I guess you are really fond of pigs then. They're cute. Pigs are so cute.
Maybe it's a channel. Yes, mistakes is, unfortunately, mistakes are how we learn best, right?
Well, that's how you learn, exactly. See, these are so easy, guys. A kid could do it.
So easy.
So easy. So easy. So I'm putting this down. This is probably.
Does that annoy you guys when we say it's so easy?
Slightly crusted, so I'm gonna do. Oh, did I? Nobody corrected me. Oh no, this is sorry. This I'm yelling here. This is a Jekyll one. Just see my sugar. Look what's happening. So this is what I have to deal with. So I just mixed this, and look, it's the sugar inside. So it's clogging up.
Oh yeah. Very odd.
Isn't it? Look, it's all the sugar. So I have to. I'm gonna do this and then swap out my bag. All right. So I'm gonna do. This is all orange, but I don't know. I don't think this is crusted. So we'll see. Yeah, I think it's going to get blended together. Maybe not. See, like it's blending together. You want to let it crust for a little longer, because that way you get a really nice definition between the second.
Yeah, it just looks like one big orange area.
Now it's kind of like there's a little like a hairline that separates the two, but it's not very visible. Yeah. So the orange one, it's going to be. Oh yes, this is my favorite. The orange one is going to be the Cauldron. So to make the Cauldron, I am going to use 2 shades of purple. And hopefully this is the...
Olga's suggesting you outline after to get your separation.
Yes, that's an option, absolutely. All right, so we're going to do Cauldron using wet on wet. I'm going to create some shading. Hopefully it's going to be visible on the camera, because these are, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, these are.
You made 2 of the same color?
This is lighter, this is darker. We'll see. I don't know if I'll end up using, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to see if it's dark enough.
I'm gonna go look. So which one?
This one, I think I'm gonna use this one. It's the Cauldron at the very top, the orange bar.
The eyeball one?
Eyeball one, yes. The eyeball one. So the eyeball one, you are going to outline the whole thing. And that's what you essentially can do with all the cupcakes. If you are not, feeling up to doing all the.
So Diana, is your icing smooth? Like the surface is smooth when you're done icing it, and then after they dry, it has lumps? bumps? Ben, the only thing that's coming to mind in your situation is that the icing is basically varnishing the cookie and those bumps are the surface of the cookie. But if your icing is smooth, it shouldn't all of a sudden get lumpy.
That's weird. Interesting.
Right? If you're it's the only thing I can see is that it's essentially varnishing the surface of the cookie, and so you're seeing the lumps from the surface of the cookie. Yes, purple for the win. Yes, I think she made her own eyeballs. Oh,
yes, we are also
Amber's chiming in about the lumpy icing can be from slow drying. I've never seen lumpy icing. So maybe use a fan. Amber's suggesting you use a fan or a dehydrator maybe to dry your icing.
Slow drying, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always use a fan, you know? Even now, like I'm trying to promote the crusting so we can get ahead with the decorating. So I have a fan running from the cookies. Now I wouldn't recommend having it full blast when you first like flood. Let's say you do one round, like rounds. If you do a full blast, sometimes the air can actually push the icing a little bit, so you can get right. It can dry funny. So I wouldn't do a full blast. So good luck with that.
Are you recovering from your cookie con experience, June?
She brought home nearly 50 cookie cutters.
58 cookie cutters.
Or 58? Okay, I thought it was 4K. So more than that. I thought it was 50.
Oh, well, she'll tell us.
Yes. I wish it was that easy for me to also find a sugar that is 10 times pulverized, but not everybody has that available, unfortunately.
If we weren't separated by an ocean, we'd be joined at the hip.
Yes, I should have it as a banner. Yes, that is. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's another. Yeah, when you stack your trays.
Excellent tip.
Yeah, because some people don't have a lot of space to put their trays all over the place, so they'll stack them kind of, like this but when you do that, you're kind of putting a container lid on the thing, and so it can't dry. Wait till you're going to bed and it doesn't matter, and you can spread your trays out. Take all the counter space.
Yeah, I can imagine it's hard if you don't have a lot of room, like I didn't have a lot of room in my kitchen.
Well, she got 49 cutters.
It's 49, yes. So I knew it was like one shy of 50. Yes. So let's see. So we're almost done with this one. This is really cute. I'm going to finish it up by adding the very top.
So I would do the yellow first and then drop a dot in the middle, and then you can use your needle to kind of pull, that football shape in the middle there. Or you can just do them yellow and paint the football shape with a black marker in the middle. You can practice. I mean, royal icing transfer is pretty forgiving, so you can make a few and get your groove on, see which ones are turning out best.
This decorating supplies kit also comes with a really neat template on how to make and step-by-step tutorial on how to make candy corn sprinkles. Okay, so once this dries, once the bottom dries, you can then use your sprinkles, and these I made ahead of time. Okay, and to attach these, I'm just gonna use a little bit of white icing. I'm just gonna type it on here. Now keep in mind this is still not dry, okay? So I'm gonna try not to push too hard on it. Just gonna place it there. I would avoid placing it directly onto the wet because the base is quite dark. So what happens when you have a lighter icing, the color can seep through, especially the white part. It would probably seep into the white quite a bit. Okay, ta-da! How easy was that?
Beautiful, very, very. You
Like
say festive for Halloween?
Very classic.
Can you say festive for Halloween?
Well, you can say festive for anything. No, festive, no? I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Well, yeah, no, you can say festive. Yeah, well, this is very Halloweenish, and it's very, very, it's a classic candy corn, a little purple, yellow, gold stars, okay?
So for the fake cookies, I did do some research to do fake cookies, but I didn't really find anything.
What's a fake cookie? What's a fake cookie?
Well, to make like ornaments that you would keep, like so. Like a salt dough, for example.
Yes, I have done that salt dough. What did you find?
Well, somebody's asking, Sparkly Pig is asking about fake cookies to use as ornaments or decor.
Well, you could use salt dough, yes, or I actually, like if you could use what's the white stuff that you use? It's not it's a clay.
Polymer?
Is that
is it?
It's I think it's cheaper than regular polymer clay. It's like oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie. I hope he needs to recover really soon. Hope it it's.
Thank you, Jennifer. Very, very kind of you to pop that in.
So you could use that. You could use the clay thing, and those will last for a long time. I don't know about the piping on them though.
What's the best consistency? Well, it depends on what the transfer is.
For small transfers, I would do like 20. I try not to do. If you want them to keep their shape, right, and then.
Yeah. And then if you're doing, for example, like a little rose, like a little swirl, then you need even stiffer.
Oh yeah, yes. Well, if you're doing flowers, yes, definitely you need stiff icing. So it does depend. It depends. You can actually find. I have a really good tutorial, if I may say so, on my channel, and on my blog. It covers all the different royal icing transfers, how to make them, and how to use them. Okay. So this is. All right, so let's see if we can start working on the eyes, because this really has to be crusted. So let's see. Okay.
Oh yes.
All right, it's almost there, so we should be ready to go. So to make the eyes, I actually used.
What are you saying here, Kim? Monogram initials for the cookies? You'd monogram them? Is that what you're saying?
All right.
Jennifer just posted Hang's royal icing transfer post. If you guys.
Thank you, Jennifer. All right. So to make the eyes, I'm going to use white royal icing, and depending on how experienced you are, if you're not gonna pile the icing up too much, you can use 15-second consistency if you're gonna make them more of a flat eye. But if you're gonna pile it up, I would suggest using thicker icing, because then you can experience cratering. I'm gonna use white icing to make the. Is that the sclera? Is that the part?
Oh my God! Now we're doing eyeball parts. All right, guys.
So we need some help.
Did not feel biology class.
Is it the sclera, the white part? Sclera something. So I'm gonna use that.
Have a good afternoon.
And then we need to thank you, Alicia. Have a great afternoon. So then we're going to do blood veins.
Oh,
red, of course. And then I'm gonna use this lovely green for the. What's that part? What is that called? Not the pupil. What's that called? Help me out here. No?
The colored part of the eyeball?
The colored part is what? Iris. No. Is it iris, colored part? And pupil is black?
I don't know.
Sclera, I think sclera is white.
I don't know.
Look it up. All right, so we're going to use 4 colors, guys. Okay, so this is exciting.
When I type iris, I got the flower.
No, just write eye anatomy, that's all.
But it is the colored part, iris.
Is it colored part iris? What's the white part?
It's not, I don't have an arrow on that. I just have the pupil, the iris, the white part. I don't have a line. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's some sort of an S word.
Sclera?
Yeah, but it's hard to read because it's such a small chart.
Well, okay, so I guess it is the sclera. So now I'm adding red.
Sclera.
Right, it's really fun to do. So you're going to make the veins, and you're basically just dragging the icing out from the center to the middle.
Pat says it's a fender.
Okay, so from now on, if we don't know what something is, it's a fender. Okay.
Perfect.
No, I think it's a sclera.
Jennifer's saying yes, the sclera, and then the iris, and then the pupil is black.
See, I've done my homework.
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is iris, and now I'm doing a pupil. And then for the reflection, and you've seen this done many times, you see how little bumpy it is, so kind of flatten it with your scribe. And then for the reflection, what you do, you take your scribe tool, or you can do this with a toothpick as well, and you just take a small amount of icing and just place it on the edge of the black. Okay. And we've got the first eye.
Perfect.
Yes, so now the second eye. Okay, can you guys see? Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bigger. So I'm keeping these on a flatter side. See?
I didn't get any eyeball candy this year. I didn't see it. They didn't have the gum eyeballs.
Well, you've got plenty of candy for Halloween, I think. You've got a lot, no?
I got bats. I got
that cool stuff.
All kinds of body parts. Oh, the teeth, the gummy teeth.
What you can do, you can actually draw with wet icing. You dip it in and then you use it, and you can like make it longer, you know?
Stretch it out.
Yes.
Yes, she's making those eyeballs.
These can be also made as transfers. I had done this with a project a couple years ago using a candy corn, and then you can make them ahead of time and then just drop them on your cookie, you know?
We're full service live. Yes. We're starting homeschooling.
Okay, don't make me laugh because
and car shop art. I mean, it's all the subjects in one.
Okay, let's repeat. Okay, can you tell me what's the bottom of the
no algebra or calculus.
Can you tell me what's the bottom of the car called? If we're gonna do repeat.
The bottom of the car?
Running board? Was it a running board?
No.
Running board? I think it was a running board. Then you have a fender, front bed. Thank you, Diana. So these are quite easy to do. You can use different colors, obviously.
Hello, Pine. Oh, we did botany on Friday. That is correct.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yes. Those cookies turned out really nice, guys.
They
did.
What
I did with, if anyone watched, what I did with the sunflower one. It was really nice.
Cynthia's pointing out that Amber's taking care of beauty school for us as well.
Yes. Yes, full service.
That's right. Who said, well, the thing is, sometimes you're doing a research to get it like to look right, and you learn stuff inadvertently. I actually love useless information.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I call it my useless information.
Then you say it, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh, she knows stuff," but I'm like, "Well, I really don't. I just made a cookie that that I needed to look it up."
Hello, Fabiola.
Hey, Fabiola, Mexican connection.
I think that's electric green.
Yes, this is an electric green. It really makes a difference. It makes these more, I think, like monstrous looking.
Hello, JD. Glad you're enjoying it. How's life in Florida? It's already starting to cool down here in Montreal. It was only like 11 this morning when I went out to drive Ryan to school.
Only 11. Wow, that's pretty cold, I have to say. So now I'm gonna do some.
Have a good day, Olga.
Have a good day, Olga. So I'm going to do some. What are these? Bubbles. First, I'm going to finish the liner. Okay, so to make the lines on the liner, I often find myself like, oh, where do I start? How do I make them, somewhat evenly spaced out? So what you can do, you can start in the middle. Okay.
Just to point out, 11 Celsius. So it's, I think, a little bit more depressing, 11 in Fahrenheit.
Oh yeah, Fahrenheit is very depressing. Yes.
All the kids are back to school. You can get back to your cookie adventure. That's it. When the kids distract from cookies. Oh, the pug is watching too.
Hello, pug. So you see, I did the first line in the center, and now I'm going to do my second line in the center of this section, and then third line in the center of this section. Okay, so that way you have it somewhat evenly spaced out. 100 degrees.
Is 100 degrees mild? Is this what you're telling us? Because if that's mild, you're living on the surface of the sun.
That's pretty hot.
That is hot.
I think you can cook an egg on a concrete there.
90s.
Oops. I'm gonna clean up the edge there. Sometimes it's okay.
Well, on Tuesdays, Amber is not usually with us. She's with us on Fridays. So Tuesdays, it's usually just me and Han. And on Fridays, last Friday, exceptionally, she had mom duty to attend to. But she'll be back with us this Friday. If you want to join us on Friday, Amber will be there.
If you need to clean up the bottom, you can use this handy tool, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to make the bubbles, and I'm going to use this dark icing that I have prepared.
Is the powder bitter? The food color, I would imagine, Pat, you're talking about? No, it's fine. No, nothing to really, I haven't noticed anything. If you find your icing has a little taste, you can add lemon juice. Find that really hides it well. So you use the lemon juice instead of water. Adds a little zip to the icing.
I have a full recipe on how to make fresh lemon royal icing. I'm adding some highlight with the lighter purple.
So this is essentially what you did with the coffee. Would you say?
I'm sorry, with what?
Your coffee. Remember when you made the coffee tutorial?
Oh, the coffee was
the bubbles.
It's yes, but it's I believe it's 3. Is it 3 colors? See, it's like yes, my senior moment. Sorry, it's 3 bubbles, but this is more raised. I wanted the coffee thing. You want it to be more flat, but yes, I think it's 2 colors. Did I do 2 colors or 3 colors? I think I did 2 colors. I think I'm right. Yes, I can't remember.
Hi, Cynthia.
Bye or hi. So you just have to add. You obviously don't want to overdo it. You just add as many as you like. You can.
So this is my favorite one.
Bigger or smaller. Yes, I mean it's my favorite one as well. It's fun. it's a little more involved, but I do like the eyes a bit. You know, it's just a little more, you know, spooky-ish. Okay. So we are over at, you know, we were, I have two more, but should I finish them? These are fairly quick. So I'll put this
finish
one.
there. If anybody wants to, you know, stay with us, and if not, well, you can watch it on replay if you want to see how it ends.
I'll finish this one really quickly. I'm gonna do.
That's the great thing now. I mean, before TV, you know, you had to basically get stuck to the TV. Now you watch things when you want. You just, right? We're live now, but. April's liking your cookies. JD says she's gonna make them.
Awesome.
Buena Vista B. 79 is about good. That's, I think, good weather.
We had 30, so which is about, I would say 90, I guess.
And that's hot.
Or maybe a little below that. I don't remember. It was nice. It was nice weather.
Shanna's saying modern conveniences. I don't know if we could go back to a paper map and
paper map. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and actually having to go to the library and sift through books to find information we want.
Oops. Well, that would be fun. I love libraries.
I actually watched the Netflix. I don't know if you saw it, of gosh, now I'm blanking out complete, and my brain has just erased it. The guy that did the painting YouTube, like the first guy that would teach painting on TV. Why is my brain? Come on, guys.
His mouth is a little odd, but the jack-o'-lantern is odd anyway. So
anyway, he was the first YouTuber. Bob Ross, yes, he was the first, essentially the first YouTuber teaching people art. You know, it was an interesting documentary.
Was it on Netflix?
It was.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix. We don't have a television, I have to say. Although Netflix you can watch on anything, I suppose. But we have not been watching. I have not seen a movie in so long. When we first saw the TV, I felt like, oh, how is this gonna go? No, but now I get stuff down more. Like you don't miss it as much. I feel like, yeah. So now I'm going to use, remember I made these a couple weeks ago. I made cute little ghosts.
Oh, yes.
First. So while this is wet, you can just pop them on there. Just a little accent, you know, more Halloweenish accent. Ta-da! Okay, so now the fourth one is going to be, this is essentially a ghost. You could obviously make it more complicated. You could airbrush the edges with black and things like that.
Yes, Bob Ross, happy little accidents.
So now we're gonna do simple eyeballs. These are going to be just oval shaped eyeball. Oh, this icing is coming out funny. Okay.
Sunita is saying she loves your chocolate cookie recipe.
Thank you. So to make the reflection again, I'm just gonna pipe it straight there. You can
Thank you, Erin. How long? April's asking about the shelf life of the transfers hand.
Oh, it's forever. Indefinitely, I would say. Like, I would say this. Okay, I always tell people that you can make them years ahead. Years, literally. I have some that I've had for years. But if you are in a business of decorating, I would say keep them for a year. I mean, that way you kind of say that they're not gonna taste odd or they will lose their flavor. But I've had some of them I've had for 5 years, and I will taste them and they taste fine. So unless you expose them to extreme moisture or extreme sunlight, like direct sunlight is something that also affects the color because they will fade. One thing, they will fade over time. Even if you store them properly, they will slightly fade over time. For 5 years, they faded a little bit. But if you put them in a direct sunlight, they will fade like in a couple of weeks.
So how hungry do you have to be to eat a 5-year-old royal icing transfer? Just curious.
I'm always hungry. I do this from a heart so I can then tell people that they can have a 5-year-old transfer. No, I wanted to see, like, you wanted to, have you never tried it? Like, I wanted to see, like, is it still edible? No? So
no. I don't want to know.
I ate a 5-year-old rose, okay? It was perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
So, JD, you're asking about the Bob Ross movie. You know, the joys of fast forward. There are parts that were less, you know, so I just jumped ahead. You know, that's the great thing now about when you're watching stuff. I wanted to know some stuff, and his son is in it, so you get to know, like, you know, but it's not, you know, it's not that riveting. Not as exciting as watching us decorate cookies.
And talk about fenders.
Exactly. Oh yes, a hand coming out of the cupcake, like a graveyard cupcake. Very cute idea. Cookies for dogs. Yes, the dogs are less critical of the final product, I'm sure.
And as always, guys, you can support us on Coffee. We have not changed the name of the fund, but we should call it a laugh fund, no, or laugh donation. Sure. I hope you guys laughed with us today a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do my bottom of the liner, so to do the lines.
Oh, glad you're enjoying it, Erin.
Okay, so let's do the lines last, and then I'm gonna make it a bit more colorful.
I don't think the sugar necessarily expires, but eventually sugar does like clump together and like it kind of like, you know, becomes so and depending on like your climate and stuff, you know, it can, like brown sugar in most cases doesn't last infinitely, just becomes like a big clump.
Yes, it hardens, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean up the edges.
You're watching that. Well, aren't all cookie tutorials on fast forward? I mean, you go on Instagram, they're at 100 miles an hour. Right, June?
Yes. So remember these? I made also these. I don't know if you've seen how I made these, but I did make them during the live, I believe. These are also, these transfer template sheets are also included with the cookie kit supplies, but you can also get them if you don't plan on buying the kit. You can also get them in my coffee shop, and it's all of them there. All the Halloween transfer sheets are included in one purchase, so it's all in a coffee. So I'm gonna just pop these in. It's great to have these little tweezers because they you know, you can place them where you need them. All right, so today I made 4 cupcakes. Really cute, fun, very, you know, beginner friendly, I would say. Let me zoom out a little bit. Get all my piping bags out of the way.
Yeah, they're little vampire teeth. That's right, April.
Yes, little kind of like sprinkles. Okay, so let me know which one is your favorite in the comment section down below. Okay. So
very cute.
Yes.
I have to say, it's for me, it's like a tie between the eyeball and the candy corn. Very cute.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Again, you can get all of these supplies in my coffee shop, in my Global Belly shop. Sorry, Global Belly shop. And what you'll get cookie mix, royal icing mix, the cutter, all the colors you need, scribe to, and all the templates that are necessary to create this, and also a step-by-step PDF tutorial with the purchase. So make sure that you get all the supplies now, so you can then decorate for Halloween, because Halloween is creeping up, right? On us.
Oh my gosh, it's upon us.
Yeah,
it's upon us. We're already a week into. It's September 7th. We're already a week into September.
Yes.
I mean, it's so fast.
All right, so you want to show? Do you have? You don't have your? Yeah, you don't have.
Well, I can just pop it on here. These are the cookies that I made today. If you guys want to watch on replay, if you missed it, you can watch at the beginning of the video. And that to the template, the royal icing transfers for the fender is in the coffee shop, and the link to the cutter is in the description box of the listing there. So thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be back with Amber on Friday, and that's it. It went fast. We're on an hour and 15.
Yes, we are going over time today, but it was fun. I hope you guys had fun. We had a good laugh. So thank you, Joanne.
Joanne. Thank you. Thank you. See you, Amber. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. And we'll see you on Friday. Bye.